Welcome to Tank Talks Movies, and we're back. The Turtles are on another adventure, my friends. In their movie TNMT. I guess they didn't have the budget to just put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but well, we get the gist. Well, pretty much the start of the movie is it really doesn't even start off with the turtles. It starts off, I believe, with some Aztec warriors. There's this guy who has the ability to find this portal. He becomes immortal, but his like henchmen become stone, and like thousands of years go on, and he comes to New York and he becomes a businessman, etc., etc. And now we find ourselves in like some island area where April's just snooping around looking for a statue for the really rich guy. And apparently Leonardo is on this island as well, but he has been being trained. He is training because of Splinter's blessing for him to go train. But it's been years since he's been back home. And the interesting about this movie is the Turtles have jobs. Donatello is a tech support guy for if you have a computer problem. Michelangelo is like entertainment for children's parties. He actually dresses up like a big turtle. Kind of redundant, isn't it, guys? But and Raphael, he is the Night Watcher. The Night Watcher is, he's pretty much a vigilante who goes around just catching criminals and all this stuff. Well, April finds Leonardo. Well, technically, Leonardo finds April when she's falling like off of like a little cliffs thing, and he catches her. They end up having a fire, and she tells him what's going on with the other turtles and stuff like that, But he doesn't really care. Well, he cares, but he doesn't think he's ready to come back to like New York. And she tries to talk some sense into him, but it doesn't really work out. Now, the businessman where April is working with has her find these statues for him, and the statues are those Aztec warriors I was talking about. I believe they were Aztec. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. And it's a pretty good movie in its own right. We got the foot soldiers. We got some awkward monsters. 13 different monsters that come through this portal that this really rich guy that is the leader of these Aztec warriors that is immortal. And the turtles end up, Leo comes back. Donnie and Mikey are happy to see him. Raphael could give two fucks, well, because he's Raphael. And my opinion, Raphael just has a hatred for Leonardo. But, it's like a brotherly hatred. But he wants to kind of kill Leonardo, in a way. But, he never lets it go that far. Leonardo ends up becoming the leader again. They go out, they're going to go for a training session because Splinter told them they cannot fight. But, they kind of break Splinter's rules, and what's new? It's he should know by now. He can't trust them turtles, They get into a fight with this big, like, ape with horn type thing that ends up pretty much whooping them pretty good. And then the Aztec warrior people come and pretty much beat it in seconds, well, because they're made of stone. And, you know, Casey Jones is in this movie. You know, he's dating April. Excuse me. He tries to confront Raphael about, you know, being the night watcher and stuff like that. He's just a goofy character in this movie. Still a badass, but more comic relief. And, you know, they end up being kind of like sidekicks, you know, partners, that's the word I was looking for, to, you know, try to catch this one monster that the stone statues are trying to get. They see them. Raphael gets shot with pretty much a tranq dart, and gets a weird rock ninja star thing chucked at his shell, and it actually connects and goes into a shell. And, you know, he passes out. April has to call all the other turtles to come to their apartment. Raphael's not having that Leonardo is in charge, but God, Raphael needs to really get this stick out of his butt, or at least the sand out of his vagina. But, you know, there's finally, ends up, it's Leonardo versus Raphael. They end up fighting. Weapons are drawn. They're swinging. Raphael's trying to stab Leonardo with his side. Leonardo's trying to cut Raphael with his swords. And it's ends up being a stalemate. And with the brute strength of Raphael, just snaps the katanas, like the blades off the katanas, and just realizes he's almost killed his brother, and he just runs away from the situation. And all of a sudden the Aztec statue people just come and kidnap Leonardo, because they think he's they know he's not the final monster, the 13th monster, because they want to stay immortal, because they're stone statues, they're immortal. And Raphael's all sad. He goes into I guess their workout area where they spar and lift weights and all that, knocking over all the equipment and stuff. Splinter asks, what is the matter? He goes, I did something really bad, and he pulls out the broken swords. And Splinter pretty much tells him, we must go back to the surface and get what is ours back. But, you know, way more deep, because it's Splinter, and the voice actor who played Splinter was Mako. So, it was awesome. So, okay, they all go. Casey's getting dressed up, ready, getting in his... Casey Jones getting all ready. He always got his hockey sticks, baseball bats, etc., etc. He probably got a cricket bat in that thing. And just... one moment. I'll continue on, just... apologies. Well, Casey gets his hockey pads and knee pads and his big bag filled with, you know, weapons. And he turns around, he sees April in this really tight, like what freaking in the Kill Bill yellow outfit thing. And he, in my opinion, Casey went swing, boing. Okay, Brian, it's a kid's show, kids movie. But okay, all the turtles and Casey and April go and also Splinter, you know, go and try to save Leonardo. There's a shit ton of foot soldiers. They just beat the, you know, done. Run to this door. And they see this big old portal thing beaming down onto this, where all the monsters would be, trying to suck them all up. They find Leonardo. They put a little explosive device on it so the door would fly open, and they save him. They give him some new katanas, and then they fight the bad guys, and you know, they're kind of winning because, you know, they believe in themselves and they believe in brotherhood, and they, you know, get the victory. The Foot end up teaming up with the Turtles. That's a rarity that has not ever happened, I don't believe, in the comics or in the television series. If I'm wrong, please, you know, let me know, you know, in the comments. But at the end, all of them go up. Splinter ends up taking the leader of the Aztec warrior guy's helmet, puts it on a shelf. Raphael comes in with the Night Watcher helmet, and Michelangelo says, "Can I put this one in here?" And it's his fake turtle's head from when he's performing. And that's pretty much the movie, guys. I recommend it. Till next time, while I do Cowabunga. Until next time, my friends. Peace out.